You see a lot of people doing really good, like in their 40s and 50s. I just think back to when I was 20, you know, full of adrenaline, like chasing after my goals, trying to get rich, and I achieved that. I achieved a lot of my goals. And I'm 30 now, and I feel like a little bit dead inside. I feel like I'm only half the man that I was when I was 20. But when I was 20, I wasn't even a man yet. I was still basically a kid. I had no plans to, no way and no plans to succeed in like the real world. I wanted to own my own business. So I just want to give words of inspiration. It's not over at 30. It's not over at 30. You could still do good in your 40s. You could still do good in your 50s. If anything, I really want to take like a couple months off or maybe a couple years off of working on my business just to see if I stumble back into it. You know what I'm saying? I really just want to take my mind off of it for a little while and adventure into what now I find really important in life, which is the simple things, things that aren't really that simple, but things that most people will take for granted. Having having a roof over your head, having having a God that cares about us, or seems to care about us. And discovering, the true way that I want to live my life, which is in gratitude, to be grateful for every little thing and more than I'm grateful for any money that I've ever made. I always use the example of a window, to be able to sit in a chair and look out of the window and see I see some cars parked over there. I see a house, like the neighbor's house. A window is like a miracle of creation. The human body is like a miracle of creation. And the fact is, you're alive right now, right? So you could have been born, in any generation, and that you are given the privilege and a way to feel proud of yourself, even though you haven't really done anything. So for me, Mr. Moneybags over here, my excuse for how I've made so much money is it simply was not difficult for me to make the right choices in my life. And I really do just want to spend my life in service to the Lord, or whatever God establishment that I have to serve, in order to bring like joy to my family, and to bring like respect to my family, and to bring honor to my family. That's what's really important to me now, you know. But when I was 20, I didn't have anyone to give a fuck about but myself. And I'm sorry about that, but this is my video on aging. You know, life is short, guys. Life is so short. But you could still be killing it. If you're in your 30s right now, you could still be doing good in your 40s. You know, 40s is still young. Even 50s is still young. You're not officially elderly until you're like 70. You know, my grandfather was still kicking in his 60s. But life could be pretty damn good when you realize all of the majesty and the magical things around us, you know. So don't worry too much about money. Just for the most part, I almost don't even want to pursue this entrepreneur thing, because I don't want my family to be exposed to that type of like privilege. You know, many devils come along with making a lot of money, and I don't know if I want my family to be exposed to that. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, look forward to your 40s. Look forward to your 50s. Because 30 for me ain't it. You know, I'm pretty low on energy. I think like as I've heard, at the age of like 45, you get like a second wind of like that youthful kind of energy. You know, I don't know what it is, but it's like you replace your batteries at like the age of 40. So look forward to that. And that's not to say to waste your 30s. It's just to say sometimes you need a fucking break. And for me, right now, I need a fucking break.